Welcome back to my morning report. Charles Proposals on Friday, the 10th of June, with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Antec Markets. Let's look at Eurodollar now. And we had this, this big dollar rally that we saw yesterday. Actually formed a bearish engulfing candle on Eurodollar, which is a bearish outside day or bearish key one day reversal, whatever you want to call it. And that arguably has turned around the sentiment. It's very interesting because I don't necessarily think this is going to be a dollar rally of any sort of significance, but you've got to look at the technicals. That is the first real sign of the dollar strengthening. But you look at these stochastics; they have crossed over. MACD lines are sort of fairly neutral. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that they're giving any real signals. RSI has turned lower as well, but it's still above 50. I think today's candle becomes very important subsequently. Basically, bang on flat on the day as I speak. And after such a strong move or strong reversal, you want to see a continuation of that. And at the moment, the market is sort of undecided as to whether to back the dollar rally or not. Now, this is the hourly chart where you can see the sort of break below that initial support of 1330. Which has become a base of resistance subsequently. But interestingly enough, 1290, if I sort of zoom out here, 1290, which I've been talking about the last few days, a sort of a pivot here. Old support became new resistance, and it's become supportive again. So 1290 is a bit of a level to watch out for. And if you break 1290, then you're sort of back and around the sort of 1245 area, which was the reaction high on the 22nd of May. But I think ultimately this is going to be a move that gets bought into. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a continued selling of Eurodollar. I have to obviously pay acknowledgement to this candle that we've had yesterday, which does put a negative spin on the chart. But as I said, there's a lot going on. I don't necessarily think that the dollar will sort of embark upon a sort of a strengthening over the next few days, but I might be proved wrong. But I don't necessarily think the dollar is set to strengthen. Now, as I said, the support comes in around 1290 initially, and beyond that you're sort of back towards these sort of reaction lows, 1215 to 1245. Reaction old resistance, which is now new support. So it would be interesting to see how this one plays out in the next few days, but ultimately I think the dollar will be sort of weakening again, and I'm expecting to see a move back towards the old range highs once again around 1465. So I wish you good luck in your trading on Eurodollar today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.